Hey guys, this is Team 5003A here today to tell you about just a few of the tips for the upcoming VRC season. When I first began thinking about ideas for the video about, what could help an incoming Vex Robotics team, I thought about programming, but then the more I thought about it, I realized when I started VRC, I really didn't want anything to do with programming until I had a better understanding of the process that goes into building your competition robot. So today, I will be telling you about 5 of just the many tips for the competition season. Alright, so tip number 1 is about analyzing the game. After that year's VRC game is announced, you need to get together with your team and read over the rules to figure out exactly how it's played. Get to know it. Look over other robots that are playing. Just figure out what's going to make your robot as efficient as possible, and then begin thinking of as many ideas as you can that you could put on your robot to make it work well in that year's game. Alright guys, so tip number 2 is about brainstorming. After you and your team have gotten together and analyzed that year's game, throw out as many ideas as you possibly can that you could put on your robot. This will help you and others combine your ideas, come up with even greater ones, and figure out how you're going to make your robot as efficient as possible. And remember, when brainstorming, no idea is a bad idea. Alright, so tip number 3. After your team has decided how they want to design their robot, draw it out on paper. Don't just go straight to Vex and start ordering parts. Don't do that, because you need to draw it out and figure out what parts you're possibly going to need, get a vague idea of everything that you want to put on your robot, so you can avoid overspending and buying too much and not ever using it. Although I'm not saying having extra is bad, that's just up to your budget about what you can purchase. Alright, so tip number 4. Begin building, finally, the stage that everybody wants to get to. But hold on, don't jump into it just yet. In my opinion, the most important part on your robot is the drivetrain. Now, I know it may seem not so important to most of you, but when you think about it, this is what moves your entire robot around the field. Everything on it depends on this. So what you want to do first is build the drivetrain. What this does is that helps you set everything around this. You build everything around it so that your entire robot can meet the size requirements, and it will move everything around. So if you don't have an effective drivetrain, your robot will not be able to function. It doesn't matter how well everything else on it performs. And for our final tip is, once you finish building your robot, don't just stop building it. Go back in, test it out, make adjustments, fix everything. Make it as perfect as you can. You don't want to have a robot that just looks like it's going to wobble around and fall apart in competition. You need to build it well, make it structurally sound and sturdy so that you don't have to worry about anything breaking in your competition. That's the end of the 5 tips, and we hope that all teams found all of these very helpful. We wish you the best of luck during the VRC season, and we hope to see you then.